Bekzod Abdurakhmonov. Well, he's fighting out of Boston, Massachusetts. Team Sityat Kong, 5-0 as an amateur. All 5 wins were finishes. Moved on to the pro ranks, 3-0 as a professional. All 3 wins by stoppage. This kid's a winner, and he's a finisher, Will.
Yeah, he fights out of a sweet training camp up at Sityat in Boston, one of the best gyms on the East Coast. And if he's putting in the time there, it's going to show in the cage tonight.
He's fought as high as 170 pounds as an amateur. Tonight he'll be fighting in the lightweight division. He weighed in at 155.5 pounds. Bekzod Abdurakhmonov in the black shorts. Christian Lights Out Leonard in the long blue. This fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Leonard, a big, thick 155-pounder. You know, he had to put on about 15, maybe close to 20 pounds since his weigh-in.
So calm, surreal in there. Like he's been there a bunch of times, which, as we said, he has been the last few months. Abdurakhmonov missed on a high kick there.
Abdurakhmonov gets the takedown. Now you can immediately see why he's undefeated so far in his mixed martial arts career. Abdurakhmonov.
Yeah, that was an effortless takedown. I haven't seen Christian get taken down like that in a few fights.
Abdurakhmonov looking to pass and get the side control, but Christian Leonard defending well, has him in his half guard.
Christian hasn't taken any damage here, but Abdurakhmonov is getting really close to working for that mount.
Christian Lights Out Leonard, 8 fights as a pro. Only 2 of those fights have gone to a decision. And Abdurakhmonov, all 3 of his fights in the professional ranks have been stoppages. Minute and a half into the first round. Body lock.
Body lock. Great throw by Abdurakhmonov.
Christian looks like the bigger fighter, but it's been all Abdurakhmonov thus far.
Technique and leverage outweigh strength every time.
Christian, as you mentioned, Will, defending well, not taking a lot of damage from the bottom. But he's making Abdurakhmonov making Christian Leonard work, carrying his weight.
Beck landed some body shots now on Christian's left rib cage.
Abdurakhmonov looking to pull that right leg out, and if he can, he might be able to slide in a full mount here on Christian Leonard. It's wide open. He can definitely pull the leg out.
I'm wondering why Christian's not trying to use the cage here, put his hands down on the mat, try to scramble back up to his feet.
Nice right hand that landed, another one. And Abdurakhmonov not getting Christian Leonard any room to breathe. He's all over him.
Smothering.
A couple short rights there by Abdurakhmonov, and knee to the body.
The left knee on the belly now. That does not feel good for Christian.
He removes that knee, but is in full side control here.
Very, very dominant position.
And he really has an opportunity to load up some of those knees to the side of Christian Leonard. See if he executes that technique. One minute to go in the first. It's been all Abdurakhmonov thus far.
He's been in a few different dominating positions here in the first round.
Abdurakhmonov stepping over, trapping the right arm of Christian Leonard. Oh, crucifix. And this could be trouble, Will.
I'm really impressed with Bek's grappling. I haven't seen Christian be controlled like this.
Christian Leonard's in a lot of trouble. Oh, he got the right arm out. He had him in the crucifix there, had him real tied up, did Abdurakhmonov on Christian Leonard, but Leonard got that right arm free.
20 seconds left here in the first round. I think it's starting to show. We can see what Bek's game is here. See if Christian can keep this fight standing coming out for the second round.
Yeah, he's going to need to do that because he's losing the ground fight. First round is in the books.
Second round action.
And we'll see if Christian can keep this fight standing here, Mike. Through one, Bekzod Abdurakhmonov.
Again, Leonard in the blue, Abdurakhmonov in the black.
Christian stalking him down now. Nice left hook from Bek.
Christian wants to, looks like he wants to open up, but he's there. He's ready for the takedown there, Will. Did a good job of stuffing it, but Abdurakhmonov still gets the takedown. Wow, pretty impressive.
Yeah, Christian appears to be the stronger of the two fighters, but now that we've seen them in a few exchanges, I might change my mind. And it might not be brute strength, Mike. I think it was what I said in the first. That's perfect technique and using his body as leverage and using Christian's body and weight and strength against him.
Yeah, he's really outclassing Christian Leonard thus far.
And it's been a few fights since we've seen Christian on the ground. His last 2 or 3 fights have all been stand-up fights.
Both fighters started their amateur career in 2012, but Abdurakhmonov is 23 and Leonard's 19. And Christian cannot fight this second round on his back. He's going to need to scramble and get back to his feet if he wants any chance of winning this fight.
Yeah, he's going to have to put his hands on the mat. He's going to have to use his hips. He might even take a couple shots on the way out, but he's got to get out from underneath Bekzod's pressure here because this is relentless pressure.
Bekzod Abdurakhmonov, his friends call him Bek, friends and family. So if you hear the name Bek, you know who we're talking about. That is Bekzod Abdurakhmonov on top of Christian Leonard.
Dominating this fight so far.
And coming from Team Sityat, you'd think that, you know, he'd want to keep this fight on the feet, but he's been able to take Christian Leonard to the ground at every chance he's gotten so far. Traveled all the way from Boston, Massachusetts down here to Pennsylvania for this bout. And really showing a tight, solid ground game is Bek.
This pressure too is very smothering and it's frustrating for Christian. I can see the frustration on his face. And he hasn't been hurt with any of these strikes, hasn't been caught up with any elbows, but it's very demoralizing.
Yeah, he's not getting hurt with anything significant, but
I don't think he scored a point either.
yeah, there's a couple elbows to the side of Bek's face, but nothing significant. There's a knee to the body from Bek. This fight being brought to you by Golia Vodka, Mongolia's ultra premium vodka.
And Bek's doing a great job. Every time they get up to this position, he's grabbing Christian's legs. He's not letting him kick up. He's not letting him scramble. He's not letting him cause any kind of space.
Yeah. Christian Leonard's coach screaming out to him. He said, Christian, you got to be active off your back. You can't win a fight this way.
Yeah, we've seen some fights earlier on tonight, Mike, where guys had really active guards and guys from the bottom were winning these exchanges, but Bek is relentless with this pressure, and Christian hasn't really been able to figure out this puzzle yet.
Yeah, and I think Bek will fight this fight, the rest of the fight, if he has to. It's a safe path for him. He's not taking any damage. And he's scoring points and obviously winning the fight. Less than a minute to go in the second.
And he looks like his momentum's only building here. He's now starting to land some shots. The only thing I was going to say about 30 seconds ago is I'd like to see him get a little bit more active with his ground and pound or go for a submission or two, because he's got these positions locked down.
Again, Christian Leonard trying to turn in, get back, scramble back to his feet, but Beck will have none of it. He just smothers Christian Leonard. And Christian's really got to come out guns a-blazing in the third round, Will. He's just got to come out just throwing down. He needs a knockout or a submission over Bekzod.
10 seconds to go here in the second. All Bekzod Abdurakhmonov.
Stuff to take down. Got to land big, hard shots. It's do or die here. Both fighters, thought they were going to touch gloves, but they don't.
See if Christian has any sense of urgency here.
He's got to be careful in a way, though, Will. He rushes in, he's going to get taken down again.
Yeah, I think Bekzod's proven that he can take Christian Leonard down. Christian may not be concerned so much with takedowns. He just got to throw combinations here. 2, 3, 4-punch combos. I think that was a slip. Bekzod looks okay.
Bekzod wiping his feet off.
Both guys are getting all sweaty now. Might have caused that slip.
Justin Leonard needs to land a big shot on the chin of Bekzod. Big overhand right by Christian Leonard that misses.
Perfect timing by Bekzod Abdurakhmonov. Ducking underneath that shot. Christian's defending this takedown right here. But impeccable timing by Abdurakhmonov.
Beautiful inside trip by Bekzod.
That's the kind of timing, Mike, you can't teach that kind of stuff. That is thousands of hours of practice and work in the room.
More of the same from Bekzod here in the third. The smothering ground control.
Now, towards the end of that second round, the ref was getting ready to jump in there, asking for some more ground action. We'll see if he looks at the action here in the third a little closer. And this is what Christian needs to do. He needs to cause these scrambles. Even if he gets caught with a shot, he needs to cause a scramble here. It's the only way he'll have a chance to come back in this fight.
Bekzod went for a guillotine there, and that kind of put Justin's...
Christian's bleeding now. Yeah, Christian's bleeding from the nose. I didn't see the shot that caused it, but Abdurakhmonov might be going for a choke here. Head and arm choke.
Arm triangle. He needs to hop over to the right side, but the fence is there. He chops out. Wow, beautiful finish by Bekzod Abdurakhmonov.
Impressive performance by Bekzod Abdurakhmonov. If you haven't heard the name, get ready to find out who this kid is.
8 professional bouts for Christian Leonard. Only 3 losses, 4 losses now, and he was only submitted a couple times so far in his young career. And Bekzod Abdurakhmonov submitted him here.
And we know Christian, Mike. He'll use this as a learning experience. He'll take this performance. He'll break it down. He'll work on his takedown defense. He'll work on scrambles, getting back to his feet, so this will never happen to him again. Let's take a look at the action here in the third round. I'm not sure if that was a combination of a shot and slip or if it was just a slip. But look at that beautiful trip takedown on the inside, and here's the finish. And that is just brute raw strength and perfect technique by Bekzod Abdurakhmonov.
And I told him once, I told him the second time, third time.
Ladies and gentlemen. Test. Test. Do it again, Freddie. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for these 2 fighters. Stopped at 2 minutes and 12 seconds in the third round. Winner by tap out, head and arm triangle. Out of the blue corner from Boston, Massachusetts, Bekzod Abdurakhmonov.